Hey guys, my name is Rob J. Swall, and so today we're going to be doing TSA and LSA of cubes and cuboids. So let's go ahead and start. So first we need to understand what TSA actually is and what it really is. So let me just get my thing. Okay, yeah. So TSA is nothing but the total surface area. Total surface area. And LSA is lateral surface area, which means it's going to exclude the top and bottom. So, so we need to understand what total surface area and lateral surface area means. So total surface area is when, let's say, if you have a cube or a cuboid cylinder and you need to find the total surface area. So total surface area, it's in the name, which means you have to find the surface area of all the sides. So if we have a cube, we will find the surface area and then we will find all of the remaining sides that are there. Then for the lateral surface area, it's basically the same thing as what the total surface area is, except we're excluding the top and bottom. So that means we're only going to be counting 4 sides of our cube. Or if there's a cylinder, we're not going to be counting the top nor bottom of it. We're just going to be focusing on the middle part. So that's what TSA and LSA is. So let's go ahead and start with the TSA of cube. So the TSA of cube is 6s squared. Now I'll tell you why it's 6s squared. So the why behind 6s squared is that if we have a square, now I'll tell you this. So cube consists of squares, right? So they consist of squares. And so since they consist of squares, to find the area, because this is total surface area, to find the area, we need to do side squared, which means side times side. Now for a cube, how many sides are there? There are 6, correct? Because if you think of a dice, there are going to be 6 sides, and that's what a cube is. It has 6 sides. So we're going to take 6 and multiply it with the side square. So if we have our S value as equal to 5, then all we need to do is we just have to take 6 times 5 squared. Because if the area, because the side of the square on one particular side, if we're talking about the cube, the side is given as 5. So to find the area of just one square is just s squared, which means 5 squared, and multiply it with 6, we get 6 times 25, which equals to 125. So this is our TSA. Now for our LSA, we're going to exclude the top and bottom, which is going to be 4s squared equals to LSA. Because we are excluding top and bottom, which means 6 minus 2 equals to 4. So it's 4s squared. So if the s value is given as 5, that means 4 times 5 squared. 5 squared is just 25, and 25 times 4 is just 100. So this is how you would find the TSA and LSA of a cube. Now let's move on to a cuboid. So I think you might know about a cuboid. It's basically the same thing as a cube, except they're rectangles, almost, kind of. Let me just draw the shape. So here we have our cuboid. So now to find the TSA, we are just going to do 2 height multiplied by the length plus width. Let me just write that down. So 2 height times length plus width. This is our LSA. Over here. So to find the TSA, it's a bit easier or complex maybe. 2 times length times width plus length times height plus width times height. So this is our TSA. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to explain you the TSA, the why behind the TSA, how this formula was formed. So if we think about a room, it's kind of like a cuboid, kind of. So if this is our length and this is our width, so our room is made of a floor and a ceiling, correct? So this bottom part is our floor, and the floor is length times the width. Now, we'll do length times the height. Why? Because a wall, if you think about it, there's height and there's also length towards it. So we're going to do length times the height. And now we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it with the width times height. And that is what this is over here. So now, why are we multiplying this by 2? Because 2 means that this is 3D. We're not just talking about one particular side, because in a room there's a floor and a ceiling. So the length times width, that's going to be on the floor, and there's also going to be that on the ceiling. And then it's also going to be length times height plus width times height, so the length times height is just for one particular side, and the width times height is just another particular side. Now, since this is a 3D shape, we're going to multiply it with 2, and so that's what this TSA is over here. Now, to find the LSA, it's nothing but excluding the top and bottom. So that means that there's going to be 2h, like you can see, times the length plus the width, which is our LSA. So now we're going to be given the dimensions, and we're going to learn how to solve this and fit this into the formula. So if our height is given as 3 and our length is given as 5 and our width is given as 2. Now, using this, we're going to find the LSA and TSA. So according to the TSA formula, which we're going to solve first, so L plus W, L times width, which is 10, plus length times height, which is 15, plus width times height, which is 6. So this, if you add it up, you're going to get 31. But we're not done yet, because we need to multiply this with 2. Sorry. So now we're just going to do 31 times 2, which equals to 62. So that is our TSA. And our LSA, if the height is 3, so that's our height. So 3 times 2 is 6. Multiply the length plus the width, which is 5 plus 2, which is, if you add this up, it's going to be 5 plus 2 is 7, and then 6 times 7 is just 42. So 42 is our LSA. So yeah, that's how we find the TSA and LSA of cubes and cuboids. I hope you loved this video, and if you want to know more knowledgeable videos like these, please like and subscribe, and also press the bell notifications to know when I upload these videos. Thank you, and bye.